portion. Which chapter are we discussing? Biodiversity and environment. Is here the book? Is here the book? Where is it? It's here. Very simple. Now, world became very lovely and interesting and amazing. Yes or no? In laptop there is something. It comes over there. We record these things and it reaches everywhere. Sometimes do you watch these videos or not? How you have done? So you have to check it. Okay, children. What is the page number? What is the page number? 90? 96 page number. But here it's not coming. 96 means it should be 106. Okay, Nirajan, please come front. Come front. Okay, Nirajan will tell what did we discuss yesterday. Come. Tell me now.
We discussed about the importance of biodiversity.
Okay.
Discussed about the type of biodiversity according to the variation
Okay.
of natural resources and variation.
Yeah.
We studied about genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecosystem diversity.
Yes.
And we also discussed about the importance of biodiversity. There were altogether 7 points.
7 points. See here. These are the 7 points, right? What are they?
Biodiversity provides
Number 2. Okay, these are our, those are the importance of biodiversity, right? And what are we going to discuss today? Present status of biodiversity in Nepal. You can see here map of Nepal. Can you see? Yes or no? And you will be discussing about differently 5 zones. How many zones? 5 zones according to altitude. And one is tropical zone up to 1200 meter. Hot region, very hot region, right? Tarai. Subtropical zone 1200 meter to 2400 meter. Temperate zone 2400 meter to 3600 meter. Subalpine zone, how much? 3600 to 4400 meter. Alpine zone, very cold place, above 4400 meter. And what is the altitude of Nepal? Highest altitude? 8848.6. I think 0.6 is increase, right? Meter. That is the height of Mount Everest. So, and there we can find different plants and animals. And next, what will be discussed today? Biodiversity degradation. Degradation means their number is increasing or decreasing? Decreasing. And how to conserve, conservation methods. So without wasting time, now I'm going to call on the stage today's presentator. Who is today's presentator? Ishan Rai. And his guru is also will be here, Nirajan. Please come. Open your door. Very good. Ishan Rai, I think, right? Amrit's presentation also has come already. Sorry? Oh, your presentation, okay. I thought. Yesterday it didn't come. Where has it come? It's been into Kucha. Is it glowing or not? Is there animation? Oh, if animation, then I'll download it. Please. You can add something if needed, right?
Namaskar, my name is Ishan Rai. I am going to present our biodiversity and environment.
Now loudly.
Chapter 4. I am the member of Group A. Biodiversity. Biodiversity is the sum of all form of on the earth. Biodiversity is important to many aspects of our life. Uh, Biodiversity is the form in the earth. Biodiversity is important for many aspects of our life. It has many types. Biodiversity and environment. Biodiversity is the various of living species like plant, animal, and microorganisms on the earth and in the ecosystem. Ecology is a branch of biology that details with the interrelation between biotic and abiotic. Biodiversity includes the various within species and between different species within a terrestrial, fresh water and marine ecosystem. Importance of biodiversity. Biodiversity plays a very important role in sustaining the population of human and other organisms across the globe. We depend on biodiversity for many of our basic needs, but it in a sustained frame like food, growth, clean area, clean water, um, medicine, and shelter. Biodiversity is closest linked to the livelihood and economic well-being of most. Importance of biodiversity in the following points. It keeps us healthy. It supports our ecosystem. It safeguards natural as we know it. It helps our ecosystem economic thrive. It preserves our cultural ethics and aesthetics. Thank you.
So hello everyone, it's me Nirajan Shrestha, the group leader or the super guru of the group A. So today Ishan has presented a very good slide on the topic biodiversity and environment, which is the unit 4 of our science textbook. So without wasting time, I would like to start the presentation. So the first which is given here is about biodiversity is the sum of all forms of life on earth. It means to say that every living beings or every living organisms on the earth, they are the forms of biodiversity. Biodiversity is important to many aspects of our lives. We know that everything like the food we eat, the shelter we live on, and all the medicine or the fuel, they are all given us by the help of biodiversity. So biodiversity has helped us in a lot of fundamental and important aspects of our life. And the next slide goes like this. So it's given here biodiversity and environment. Biodiversity, uh, biodiversity is the variety of living species like plants, animals, and microorganisms on the earth in the ecosystem. It says that biodiversity is made by the two term which is bio and diversity. So bio means the living organisms, living species, where diversity means varieties and variation on those living species. It means to say that there are a lot of living species in our earth, but there are different forms of their lives and different type of variation on them. Ecology is the branch of biology that deals with the interrelationship between biotic and abiotic components. It says about ecology. So it's given that ecology is a branch of biology. Biology is a subject of science that deals with the interrelation between biotic and abiotic components. It's given here about biotic and abiotic components. So biotic components are those type of factor of biodiversity in which living species are found, and in abiotic components the non-living organisms are found. So ecology is the field of science or the subject in science or the branch of science where scientist works to find find or differentiate between the relations between the abiotic and biotic factors. The next slide goes like this. Biodiversity includes the variety within species and between different species with terrestrial, fresh, water, and marine ecosystem. It's given that biodiversity includes the type of varieties of species within terrestrial. So terrestrial ecosystem means the type of ecosystem in which the animals and plants, they are found on our land. We see in our surrounding there are a lot of plants which are found on the land, like the fruits we eat or the animals like cow, goat, buffalo, all they are found in land, but they can't be found in water. They can't survive there. Their habitat is on land. So these organisms with that ecosystem are called terrestrial organisms. And freshwater and marine water, these are the same two terms. So freshwater ecosystem means the organisms, as the picture is given below, given above. It's the fish which is found in freshwater or marine water, and the organisms given here all are found in freshwater and marine ecosystem. So the next slide goes like this. So here it says about importance of biodiversity. So we have now studied about biodiversity, but while learning everything, we must need to understand that about its definition, about its importance, and its example. Likewise, is given about the importance of biodiversity. Biodiversity plays a very important role in sustaining the population of humans and other organisms across the globe. Globe means our Earth. We depend on biodiversity for many of our basic needs, but in a certain form like food growth, clean air, clean water, medicine, and shelter. It says that biodiversity plays a very huge or crucial role in our daily life, in our entire life. The place we live, it's all pre- preserved due to the biodiversity too. The place where we live, there are a lot of trees, plants, or animals which we use in our daily life for many purposes. So it says that biodiversity has an important role in sustaining the population. Sustaining means to maintain maintain the population of humans and other organisms across the globe. Biodiversity plays, yes, it's true, biodiversity plays a very crucial role for managing the population of people across our earth. We depend on biodiversity for many of our basic needs, but in a sustained form like food growth. We know that the food we eat, they are all given to us by the biodiversity, as we can't prepare our food ourselves. We have to depend on other animals. Clean air, clean air, the biodiversity gives us with it. Clean water, the rivers, ponds, lakes gives us with clean water. The medicines and shelter, it's all given us by our plants and herbs. Biodiversity is closely linked to the livelihood of economic well-being of most organisms. It means to say that not only we human beings, but all the plants and animals, they also need us for the development of their own organisms. Like us, we need the plants and animals for our development too. So the slide is over. So importance of biodiversity are given mentioned in the following points. It keeps us healthy. It's true. We know that plants around us gives us with our oxygens. As we know that plants takes our carbon dioxide and gives us with oxygen. And also, plants and trees doesn't only do those things, but it helps in preventing from many type of natural disasters like flood, flood, and another is the landslide. We have listened about many news in which it says about landslide and many others. It's all because of the deforestation that is being nowadays, which causes to be on the climate change and global warming. So if we start cutting these trees like we are doing nowadays, then on some years, later on some years, there might not be any existence of human beings on Earth. It supports our ecosystem. It's true, ecosystem is being run by the biodiversity. If the organisms living in our surrounding is being decreased lower and lower, then the ecosystem in our surrounding will also be dead. It safeguards nature as we know it. Yes, as I said before, it safeguards our nature, like the animals or plants which are found near us. They has a very crucial role on our residence on there, as we know that plants prevent us from many natural disasters as given, and it helps our economy thrive. Means we all know that biodiversity helps us uh, for the increase amount of good ecosystem in our surrounding. It preserves our cultural ethics and aesthetics. Cultural ethics means the type of moral principle that we had from our older generation. So that was all about the science presentation. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, everybody. So that was the presentation from Group A. Ishan Rai and his teammates. Actually, there must be group work so that it can be done very easily. Now, children, I will give you 4 minutes for discussion about this portion. You can discuss in your group. Okay. So, what type of question you want to ask to your friends? Ask, get answers. That is discussion. After that, I will give you some task. Understood? Okay, your time starts now, please. Group wise discussion. So if there are many members, then you can make two groups and discuss over there. Here are four, but there are six they can discuss. Here are four like that. Okay?